Hey, Squirrel Bait. I hope you're having a good day. So, we just finished chapter 8 in the last video with children of God. Like these last couple of chapters have been pretty wild. So, these angels started having the hots for the human women, went down there, had babies. Babies turned out to be cannibalistic giants that drank blood and molested the wildlife. Then, after they got all that done, they decided to start teaching the human stuff. So they taught them warcraft, like swords, shields, and makeup. Apparently, like they taught the women how to be trashy, and so they did up all their makeup, and they started wearing stones and like dressing themselves up in prettiness. Well, I don't know prettiness. It sounds pretty trashy to me the way it's described here. And so all the men started dying, and they cried, and their cry went up to heaven. And that's where we left off. So we got chapter 9 here. And let's just start with it. So, chapter 9, verse 1, it says, "And then Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel looked down from heaven and saw much blood being shed on the earth, and all lawlessness being worked on the earth. And they said to one another, The earth made without inhabitant cries, the voice of their crying up to the gates of heaven. They said to one another, The earth made without inhabitant cries, the voice of their crying up to the gates of heaven." I'm sure that phrase is not nearly as choppy in the original tongue. So they cry up to the gates of heaven. Verse 3, "And now to you, the holy ones of heaven, the souls of men, make their suit, saying, Bring our cause before the Most High. And they said to the Lord of the ages, Lord of lords, God of gods, King of kings, and God of the ages, the throne of your glory stands to all the generations of the ages, and your name is holy and glorious, and blessed to all the ages. You have made all things and have power over all things, and all things are naked and open in your sight, and you see all things, and nothing can hide itself from you. You see what Azazel has done, who has taught all unrighteousness on earth, and revealed the perpetual secrets which were preserved in heaven, which men were striving to learn. And Simjaza, to whom you have given authority to bear rule over his associates. And they have gone to the daughters of men on the earth, and have slept with the women, and have defiled themselves, and revealed to them all kinds of sins. And the women have borne giants, and the whole earth has thereby been filled with blood and unrighteousness. And now, behold, the souls of those who have died are crying and making their suit to the gates of heaven. And their lamentations have ascended, and they cannot cease because of the lawless deeds which are worked on the earth. And you know all things before they come to pass. And you see these things, and you permit them. And you do not say to us what we are to do to them in regard to these." So, the souls of the people that have died in committing these sins has cried up to heaven, and these four angels, Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel, like, observed all this craziness going on. And so they approach God. And so they're asking him, like, what's up, man? Like, I don't know. I'm sure chapter 10, it looks like we get a reply. So we'll continue in chapter 10. Until then, Squirrel Bait, I love you. And I want you to know that I'm proud of you. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.